This is crazy because both Ripple CEO and Ripple CTO literally stated that XRP has to be $10,000, even emphasizing this in a Twitter proof, in a Twitter tweet that they put, and in voice audio. But before we get into this, we have to discuss the fact that over the last couple of days, we've unveiled some very interesting information, like central banks buying gold and meeting with Ripple, central bank digital currencies live on the XRP ledger, with the biggest example being the Republic of Palau, Ripple on verge to defeat the SEC, the banks in America failing, and the on-demand liquidity growing like a wildfire outside of the US. And of course, all of this is in relative to the price of XRP, as while the market entirely dumped, I'm saying the entire crypto space crashed, with Bitcoin down about 2% just in the last 24 hours, XRP has begun surging and has decided to do a recovery. It's also important to highlight that numerous occasions we have begun to see the price of XRP fluctuate into the thousands of dollars through price glitches. But this XRP whale leaked this audio recording citing that the real price of XRP is in the thousands of dollars. And what we do have to remember is Ripple's co-founder Arthur Britu literally stated that XRP is designed for $10,000 in a viral quote that he personally stated. And that's not all. Ripple has decided to enter into multiple discussions with over a dozen governments on central bank digital currency development on the XRP ledger. And to top it all off, again, multiple and numerous tweets confirmed by David Shorts, Ripple's CTO, on numerous different occasions that we're going to dive into, confirming a $10,000 price per XRP, including this audio recording that will be the first time you guys see, which has been leaked, that David Short says that XRP could challenge the US dollar and become the world reserve currency. But before we get into this, we will jump into today's massive XRP giveaway for you guys, to which we partnered with metalcrypto.com to give you guys your own personalized XRP gold medal. It looks absolutely fantastic, and if you guys do go ahead, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video, you're also going to enter a giveaway to win over 1,000 XRP and a Ripple XRP gold medal in addition to that. On top of all this, you guys have the ability to get a free promo code using code FREE10 to get $10 off any product on metalcrypto.com. Meaning, if you want to get your own personalized Ripple XRP Gold coin, which is less than 14 USD, or a XRP socks, XRP phone case, hoodie, XRP cap, or any other cryptocurrency apparel, you guys can do this and get $10 off by using free$10 as the promo code. Guys, I definitely recommend it. It serves as a fantastic reminder. I own multiple of these, and with all that being said, metalcrypto.com, check it out. Link will be in the description, and let's get right into the video. There's a lot to discuss in today's episode. In fact, with everything going on in the crypto space, but more importantly XRP has become the highlight. In fact, it has suddenly begun to surge in price. This was literally just a couple hours ago where it hit 0.437, and just moments later, it now is up at almost 45 cents. So it's jumped over 2 cents in the last couple hours, which is absolutely insane for a digital currency like that. On top of this, we have to go over David Shorts as he explains the $10,000 price prediction in depth. Here's what he has to say. The current minimum transaction fees is 10 drops. A drop is a millionth of an XRP, so even with no change in fees, if XRP somehow hit $10,000, the minimum transaction fee would be 10 cents. The fee could be voted down to 1 drop. He also highlights right here, if you want to imagine a world where even a millionth of one XRP is too high a transaction fee, you can imagine 2 types of protocol changes. One, you pay 1 drop and get some number of transaction credits that you use for. And while I wish I had the rest of the tweet for you guys, this was the only leaked bit that we actually have, where he talked about a $10,000 price per XRP. But that's not all. In another leaked tweet, here is what David Shorts has to say, and this was back in 2017. He says it can't be dirt cheap, in which he references XRP. That doesn't make any sense. If XRP only costs $1, they'd need a million XRP, which would cost 1 million. If XRP cost $1 million per coin, they'd need 1 XRP, which would again cost 1 million. except the fact that the higher prices make payments cheaper. Right now, you can buy a $1 million house with Bitcoin, but where Bitcoin was only priced at 300, it would move the market too much and be too expensive to be practical. So overall, higher prices make payments cheaper. And that's not all. In a leaked audio recording that we're going to be rolling exclusively on the Crypto Geek channel right now, David Short, Ripple CTO, says digital assets like XRP could challenge the US dollar as the world reserve currency. Let's roll the clip.
Do you believe that there can be two existing world reserve currencies to simultaneously exist?
I do, and I think that could happen. I think it's quite realistic that a lot of the world is just done with the dollar as the reserve currency. I think that there's a lot of places that are willing to try something else. And one of my scenarios, and I don't think it's going to play out quickly, but like one of my wild case success scenarios for a digital asset is if countries start to realize that the U.S. dollar is not going to be the reserve currency forever. Other things are going to be the reserve currency. And the same thing that we saw with banks. Like people, when we started selling software to banks, people would say to me, why would a bank use something that like you guys were selling them when they could use something that was like made by banks? And what they didn't realize is that, only like 10 banks in the country, on the planet, are Deutsche Bank, HSBC, Credit Suisse, JP Morgan Chase, like the ones who would build a system that the entire planet would run on. For the rest of the banks, that's 6,000 smaller banks, those are their biggest, strongest competitors. Those are the entities they hate the most. They would not want to use the system built and maintained by them because it's going to be biased in favor of them, their biggest and strongest competitors. And I think the same thing could happen to nations. Like every nation would love for their currency to be the world reserve currency. That's helped the U.S., that's grown the U.S. economy, quote unquote, unfairly by leaps and bounds for decades. And every other country would be like, yeah, we'd like to have the world be the world's reserve currency. But the only countries that could possibly pull it off is the U.S. holding its position, maybe the EU, maybe Russia, maybe one or two others. But realistically, most countries know that if there's going to be a new world reserve currency that's a country's currency, it's not going to be them. And so they might actually prefer a currency that nobody can control to one that's controlled by their largest geopolitical rivals. And so that's like what I think is the biggest possible success scenario for digital assets. If these countries are like, okay, well, the U.S. dollar can't hold on forever, but it's not going to be our currency because no one's going to want to repeat the U.S. dollar scenario. Nobody but the EU wants the EU to replace the dollar, right? Nobody but Russia wants the ruble to replace the dollar. Nobody but China wants the yuan to replace the dollar. So maybe they could settle on a currency that nobody could control rather than one controlled by their most powerful geopolitical rival. So if you want a success scenario, that's the one that I think is the most likely.
But the money question is, how do you get everybody to agree?
Well, I mean, they might agree if the alternative is that their geopolitical rivals force some new replacement for the dollar that's not, if they just replace, the old boss with a new boss. If the choice is no boss, if that happens to make a bunch of cryptocurrency people rich, I don't think they're going to see that as too much of a minus.
That's good.
Yeah. It was great talking to you guys.
I got one question, just one question. Sorry, David.
Thank you, David.
It's kind of
Now, as we talk about XRP, the other thing that caught my attention is another coin on the XRP ledger that we've talked about for some time. But guys, this token is making people bank. And I say this just because it's up 20%, which is really exciting in the crypto space when the entire cryptocurrency market is crashing. CTF seems to be doing fantastic. Now, this is actually a rewards passive income framework token, meaning that this token actually is generating more money for you. It's passive income while you sleep, and it's a rewards token, and they have an entire framework, and they're implementing it. There's been a lot of really cool things that I've been reading up on, and you can read up on ctftoken.com. It is available on the Polygon chain and on the XRP ledger, and that's what just makes it absolutely fantastic. It's a utility-based coin that literally generates you passive income, and it's completely run by the Crypto Trading Fund. Now, guys, this token has been out there for some time now, and when I say some time, I think it's been there for a couple months now, but it has been crazy because when you look at it, guys, there's about 3,000 holders, so it's extremely new, and they have been doing absolutely fantastic with a very very low supply of only 120 million tokens. Well, what does that mean? It means that this token could easily skyrocket and surge into the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now, of course, with that being said, it's all about utility in the crypto space, and this is why I've actually decided to invest in TCF token, because I truly believe in the potential, and I really like their reward framework that they're doing, and the most important part is I love passive income, and the fact that this is a passive income token, and I plan on, hopefully reinvesting my passive income and eventually retiring solely on it so that way I can live on the passive income but still own my CTF token as it still continues to appreciate in value, and that is something that I really like. So I want to let you guys know about CTF token again, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, you should always do your own research, and you can get it on the Polygon chain and on the XRP ledger. It is available on both, and there's very little resistance here, so clearly this token could easily surge and there is some decent support levels here. So really what we're looking at is the potential for it to do a 100x or 1000x based on what happens in the upcoming bull run. But it's something that I'm keeping a very close eye to because, again, they're not listed on centralized exchanges yet, but I truly believe that they can list on centralized exchanges, and they may list on centralized exchanges in the next couple of months. I don't know exactly, but what I'm saying here is keep a close eye, because if there's a token that can do 1000x like XRP can do, it's probably going to be another token on the XRP ledger, and it's going to be the only DeFi token on the XRP ledger. And again, the XRP ledger needs to facilitate trillions of dollars, but it has to go through DeFi, and CTF is the only DeFi token on the XRP ledger, meaning it's likely going to get a lot of the money to facilitate. But again, make sure you guys look into it and do your research. It's something critical that everybody has to understand. Do your research. It's CTF token on the XRP ledger. I'll go ahead and link the website down below, ctftoken.com. Definitely check it out. They even have an informative video so you find out more about the CTF reward framework, and it goes into a lot of the details there. So make sure you guys do check that out. The link will be down below. And with that, guys, being said, I will end the video here. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like button, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on, and share this video, as well as, guys, don't forget, follow me on Instagram, Rumble, and everything else, even Twitter here. I will link all in the description. Of course, don't forget about metalcrypto.com, where you can get your own personalized metal crypto XRP gold coin and a bunch of other XRP apparel. Using my code FREE10, you're going to get $10 off. Take advantage of it. I'll see you next time, and